Hey everybody, it's Joy. Hello to returning friends and welcome if you are new. If you enjoy today's video, let me know by hitting that like button or leaving me a comment. If you'd like to enjoy more of my videos, please subscribe and ring that little bell. Now on to today's video. Welcome back everybody to Mordalgo, where I'm building a pedestrian utopia in Cities Skylines. I am so excited for today. I know I say that every time, but I am having so much fun building this city. We are going to fill out the rest of this new high-density mixed zoning area. And we are also going to be bringing in the first church into Mordalgo. And it's not just going to be a church. There's going to be a lot of pieces to it. I'm very excited for this. I've been thinking about it for a while. Additionally, we're going to sprinkle some smaller churches around our city to make sure that everyone can get to their place of worship within 15 minutes. Let's get started. Okay, before we get started on the church, a couple little things that I did off camera. We already had put the post office here in the corner last episode. I brought in the park plaza, and then I brought in the Japanese garden and the crematorium. And again, just followed our same pattern last time, lots of mixed zoning. Haven't fully detailed the area yet, but got all of our pedestrian roads connected to the tram. So let's get started on the church. Okay, with this church build today, my goal is to actually service the youth of the community. So not only will there be a church, but there's going to be a daycare, a youth home, a youth center. There's going to be admin buildings, a cafeteria, and groundskeeping. We're going to bring this all together to create this church complex. I love this church that I found on the workshop. I'll make sure to add it to my mods and asset collection that's linked in the description of my video. But this is gonna work so perfect for this build. I am so excited. I just want to say how amazing the Cities Skylines community is. So Larry Skylines dropped me a message on Discord and said, I think you need a few different parking lots, because you guys have noticed I've used the same parking lot over and over, but I found it on the workshop and I liked it because it had the bike racks. So Larry had these parking lots that he used, but he went ahead and customized them for me and gave me bike racks. So now I have a 1x4, a 1x5, and a 1x6. I am so excited for these. Thank you so much, Larry. I will drop a link to Larry's channel below. If you guys don't know who he is, he makes these hilarious videos that are like City Skylines news, but they're comedy. They're great. So go give him a check out. And if you want some unique parking lots, I'll leave a link to his parking lots in the workshop. They came in so handy for this church build. Okay, for this little tiny manicured green space next to the church, I decided to break up the fencing and make a little entrance here, and I add a little bench, and it's just like a place you can go to if you need to take a little break, or maybe just a little place to have a little meditation or whatever. I just wanted to make it useful space and not just enclosed landscaping. So it turned out really cute, and it's a place that I would definitely appreciate myself. I'm not a religious person, but I have family who is, and you know, I could see really enjoying having a nice little spot to like take a break when the church feels a bit too heavy. So yeah, I really liked how that turned out though. All right, I kind of want to mirror the parking lots on the other side of the church, a little bit different but somewhat similar, and make room to place down our daycare. I loved how this daycare turned out sitting right next to the church. It's almost like they were meant to just live next to each other. I really enjoyed how this started coming together. And then just on to a little bit more detailing before we move on to focusing on the youth home. Okay, so this whole church complex has been painted with a university district. I've also placed a main building on another part of the city just for now. It'll move to its permanent home at some point, but this allows us to use some of the university buildings. This book club is so cute, and it is perfect to take the place of what you would imagine a youth home to look like. And I loved pulling in some of the university assets to really make this church complex come together and give it really a sense of importance. I had so much fun with this, and I'm obsessed with how this little book club building looks. And I have a lot of fun ideas with some other university assets that we're going to use later down the road too, not just today. But let's get back into detailing. Okay, and then I just used one of the plain vanilla residence as like the youth center or the youth activity center, whatever you want to call it, because I love the back of this building. It's got this wonderful courtyard and this big glass windows and like a grill out back. I think it's just like a perfect building to be seen as like a small activity center. Okay, next I bring in an office building to use as like the church admin building or church offices. And I think that turned out really cute. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted 1 or 2 buildings. I started with 2 here and I ended up taking it down to 1 and adding in parking. And this would be like your staff living quarters. And I thought 1 building felt like just the right amount. Okay, that I dip back into the university buildings here. I pull out the groundskeeping building to serve as not only a groundskeeping building, but like a maintenance building for the whole complex. Turns out really cute, and I just love the idea of finding these, using different assets from different DLCs for different things. I just feel like it gives you so much more room to be creative in the game. Okay, two last little things I did is I brought in this little Green Cities building to service as our cafeteria for the church complex. Man, I am just obsessed with how this turned out. I think this looks so cute. And then the other thing I did is our little groundskeeper maintenance guy or gal, whoever it is, I gave them a little house over here. I feel like maybe it's a perk of the job. You get to live here on site, and then maybe they also serve as a little security at nighttime as well. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think, but I really love how this turned out. Next, we are diving back into our city, and I'm just picking a few places around to drop in. I found these really cute little, they're like little tiny community churches on the workshop. They will fit anywhere. They're so cute and tiny, and they're only $1,000, and I think this is such a great thing. I wish little things like this came with the base game. I think churches are an important part to any community. So, and Larry's parking lots work perfect with them. I feel like they were just a little match made in heaven. So I do a few of these around the city and just add in a little detail. So sit back and enjoy the little detailing session, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. All right, and as I was filling out more of our mixed zoning high density, same pattern we've been doing by the waterfront, I noticed that we needed some trash collection over on this side of town. So this little area seemed perfect. It was kind of an awkward space, so I just brought in some of the ore industry fencing, a little bit of trees, some office buildings, and yeah, I think it turned out really cute. All right, we are on the home stretch of getting this side of town completed. I'm gonna get this filled in, and then we are gonna work on one more final project for today. And off camera, I'll get all these neighborhoods detailed up just like we did our original ones. I've gone through and made all these buildings historical so we don't get anything really tall. Okay, on to our final project for today. I am bringing in an elementary school. We desperately need one on this side of town, so I'm just gonna put something together really cute. And for the final touch for today, I'm going to create a little school bus route that goes from our elementary school to our youth home down to our high school through our park. So let me get this all detailed up and then we'll take a bus ride. Okay, so I love the idea of making sure there is like a little coffee shop near this elementary school. You can imagine if you were a parent and hopefully walking your child to school, because we live in a 15-minute city, or if you drive, that you can drop your kids off and then walk right over here, have a cup of coffee with another parent, and just enjoy the morning if you are so able to, or a cute place to wait for your kid to get off of school. Also, it's great for the teachers. They have a place they can go grab a much needed cup of coffee throughout the day. So yeah, I love making little spaces like this. Okay, one last little area I want to fill in today, and I'm going to do it with community gardens. You guys know I love these. We'll pull in a little parking and just make this a nice little spot for the community. All right, you guys, thank you so much for all your feedback and suggestions. A special thank you again to Larry for the parking lots. I already used them a lot today. I'm obsessed with them. Here comes our yellow bus. Before we take a ride around town, we're gonna do a little overview of everything that we accomplished today. But thank you again. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.